Hello. So, I want to talk about something that I do, but I never tell anyone I do. I know it sounds weird, right? But it's actually not. Because the Chinese culture has been doing this for centuries. It's just the Western culture doesn't do this. They barely ever do this. They do conditioning sometimes where they hit each other in the stomach to get like a resistance kind of, but they don't do this. Iron body conditioning is basically where you train on bricks or metal or trees or something hard so your body gets resistant to it. Also, the cooler thing is it makes your body more toned. It also increases bone density. So, like, yeah. So, you can just, I've been doing it for 3 years. When I first ever started, I was literally skin and bones. I'm not kidding. I was 80 pounds when I first started doing this, and I heard that it could, like, maximize bone density. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Um, when I first started doing it, it made me actually grow a tiny amount of muscle because it stimulates the muscle. Because I use metal when I do this, I hit metal against my skin, and it literally, I do it against my forearm the most. I can hit my forearm with metal, and it doesn't hurt my forearm. But when I hit this, it hurts a bit. When I hit this, this part, it doesn't hurt because I train on my rib cage and my forearms the most out of any part. I used to do it to my abs like last year for a long time, and it really toned out my abs, but I stopped doing it to my abs. I still do it to my sides and my forearms. My forearms, the most I do it to. I just like doing it to my forearms because it's like the easiest place to hit your forearms. I'll show you a demonstration. Now, I don't feel weird about doing this because one, I've done it for so long, and two, if you go on YouTube, people are breaking bricks with this in China, and this is done in most Asian cultures. It's just considered weird when a white Western culture uses it, and it's just like I can hit my body and like most of the time it doesn't hurt. There's this tiny amount of pain, but it goes away instantly because I've been doing this for so long. And the longer you do it, the more pain resistant you become to a certain thing because your body adapts. That's the whole concept of iron training. Your body becomes resistant to something. Every person has the ability to adapt to a certain situation. Like, now, naturally, I want to warn you. If you try this for your first time and you hit really hard, you're going to get a bruise. I'm not kidding. When I first ever started doing this, I had so many bruises all over me. I had to use e-oil. I had to use Neosporin. That didn't help much. Uh, I had to use cold washcloths to like get the bruises away because I was doing it too hard. The point is, do it lightly when you first start and do it a lot. And after a while, you actually won't feel anything, and it will kind of feel numb, and a bruise won't appear. It's really strange, and it's also developing a mental mindset of you don't feel pain. There is no pain in that area. You're imagining it. There is no pain. Once you stop feeling pain pretty much, it's like you don't think about it at all and you just won't feel pain. I don't do it to my chest very much, ever. I barely ever do it to my chest. I do it to my side muscles. You see how my side muscles are like really toned-ish compared to my biceps? Not really. My forearms are, if you can see that in the camera. My abs I did to for a year, and they kind of stayed a little bit, but to me I'll never think my abs look perfect. I was super toned when I first started doing this. But that's because I was incredibly skinny. And most people who are incredibly skinny are naturally like shredded looking, that you could throw them and they would die. Because they're just natural. If they're skinny, they're gonna be like naturally looking like that. But I began doing like actual heavy lifting in the gym, and then I started gaining more weight. But that's with this. You can do that with this. The point is, with this, I just started recently, 2 days, doing this on my hands. Do you hear that? That's bone. Now, the hard part is doing it to this side. When you're first ever doing it to this side, you will feel pain, but you just have to not think about it. Because if you overthink pain, you're going to think, oh, this hurts. I can't do this. And you're going to discredit yourself. You're going to tell yourself you can't do it. And then eventually, you won't be able to do it. Like many things. You have to convince yourself you can do it, and you'll be able to do it. I've seen videos. I can't even do this. I can kind of do it. I don't want to say I can't, because when you discredit yourself, you can't do shit. You gotta encourage yourself. So, I saw a guy doing this. He only trained his hand. A lot of people only train certain parts of their body. It's kind of what I do. He was doing this. That's how you train your hand usually. You get a brick and you go like that. You hit your hand on it like this. Over and over and over and over again until it is just like thick meat looking. It's just thick. My hands are thin. I never ever ever train my hands. I got some calluses from lifting, but I don't have very much hand meat. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, we got to get resistant to it. Now, I have done this against my neck before, but I urge you, if you do this against your neck, do this so it's kind of flexed, and don't do it too hard. If you do this too hard, remember your windpipe is in here. So if you hit your windpipe too hard, you will stop breathing. Guaranteed. Your lungs are also in here. So if you fracture your lungs or your windpipe, you're going to die. So do it lighter. You can do it kind of hard. Just don't smack it. Because I learned from the first ever time I did that, I could not breathe. I had an asthma attack. It was horrible. So just learn from your mistakes. Keep this video under 10 minutes. What else can I say? Your bones will become more dense. Also, if you start studying this, look up Qigong and Qi. Because I've seen people use Qi, and I've done this before on accident, use Qi to hit things without even doing this type of training. So, remember, you can train in this if you want. You don't have to. And you can just Yeah. Have a good day. And hope you train in this, so your muscles don't look like balloons and all. I don't know. It just bugs me when people don't look toned. Okay. Have a good day.